Now let's create locators for all the pages that we need to automate. So let's say this is the home page. So very first class, I'm gonna create it for the locators. So I'll go inside this package and I'll say uh, I'll name it as cars guide home page locators, right? And since we'll be using page factories, so we need to add all the at the rate find by annotations over here. So what we need to do, uh, on the home page, I can move to cars for sale menu. I can click on search cars. I can click on used car search, right? I can navigate to sell my car, right? I can navigate to car reviews, right? These are the things that I can handle. Then I can handle all these things, right? So let's try to automate a couple of functionality, and in the same way, you'll be automating the entire website. So if I try to search for this very first option, so this is basically a link anchor tag cars for sale, right? Same way, all these options over here looks like they all are links. Yeah, this is also a link, right? So all these things are links, right? So what I can do, a link, I can say at the rate find by how equal to how dot, and we first need to add this find by. It's a public web element cars for sale link, right? So let us import this, and then I can even say link text equal to, or I can say how equal to how dot link text, and the link text using, and the text is cars for sale. So this will be a page factory element for this particular link, right? Same way, after this we have sell my car. So I'll copy this, and again link text. So this will be sell my car exact text, and this should be sell my car link, right? Couple more we're gonna add. So after this I can say car reviews, and car reviews link. Then I can say search cars, search cars, and then I can say used cars, used cars search. So I'll say used, it is used cars search, right? So this is how we have defined locators for home page, and same thing we're gonna do it for the next page, that is the car search page. So if I go to this is like the car search page, right? So here what all things we'll be looking at is we're gonna look at the make of the car maker drop down, right? So I'll create a new locator page, name it as car search page locators, right? Just copy one of them. And this, we can get it with the help of XPath as well, because this is not a link. So how dot XPath, and the XPath will be this. So this will be, there's like a car make drop down. Right. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 drop downs and one button. So next will be, let's say, select model drop down, then select location drop down, and then price drop down. And then find my next car button. Right. And let's take XPath for all these elements. So models, locations, price, and so submit. Right. And so on. We can make used car search locators as well. So name it as used cars search page locators. Right. So this will define it later on. So this is how we will be adding all the locators in different locator files, right? Of with the help of page factory annotations. And now we will be creating actions. So the very first action we're going to create for the home page. So I name it as cars guide home page actions. Right. The very first thing we will be creating an object of cars guide homepage locators over here, so that we should be able to access all the page factory elements. So I'll say cars guide homepage locators equal to null, and import the package. Right. Create a constructor of this class. It should be a public constructor, and within this, first create an object of cars, say this dot this equal to new cars guide homepage locator, right? And then call the page factory, initialize the page factory elements by saying page factory dot init elements. Driver reference, we're gonna get it from Selenium driver dot get driver, right? So this is where we have defined the Selenium driver. So get driver was a static method, will get the driver reference from here, right? And then over here we're gonna say this, like the object that we are creating for this class. So we're gonna initialize this page locators class, right? Like this. So once an object of cars guide homepage action class is created, it will initialize the page factory elements which is defined inside the cars guide homepage locators class, right? This is how, I mean, the page factory elements, they actually works. So now we're going to create a couple of methods. Now there are a number of approaches that can be used. Let me go back to the main website. Now, for each action, you can even create a individual method, or you can create one functionality in a form of a method as well. Like the complete functionality is like searching for cars, right? Or you can create methods like public void move to cars for sale menu, right? This should be the very first functionality. Then after that, so first we move over here, then click on search cars menu. Sorry, click on search cars menu. Or click on used cars menu. Used search menu. Right, for every action, we are actually creating a method over here. Right, so these are the things that we can do on home page. And we can also go to public void move to sell my car menu, right? Whatever actions that you can perform on home page, you need to create them in the form of a method, right? So let's say the very first is move to cars for sale menu. We need to do a mouse over. And mouse over, we know that it is done with the help of actions class. So we're going to say actions action equal to new actions, right? We'll import them. And here we need to pass on the driver reference. So driver reference, we're going to get it from selenium driver dot get driver, right? And then we'll say action dot move to element that we need to move on. We're gonna get it from cars guide page locator dot cars for sale link, right? This is the one, cars for sale link, and we'll say dot perform. So this will actually gonna move whenever this method is called. It is actually gonna move on to this menu. And after moving on to this menu, now we need to click on, let's say, search cars link. So this should be very straightforward. I'll say this dot search cars link dot click, right? And then same way, used cars link. Let's see, we have defined it in the locators. Used cars, we have not defined. It is inside homepage. Cars for sale link, search cars, used cars. Yeah. So this is what we need to do it in. This dot use car search dot click, right? Then move to sell my car menu. Again, we need to perform the same action. On this time, it should be dot sell my car link dot perform, right? And there is a prerequisite before we click on search cars menu, as in just a moment. Like before we click on search cars, we need to first do a mouse over onto means we need to call this move to cars for sale menu, right? So this is mandatory. before you do click on search or click on used cars, you need to first call this move to cars, right? So this should be called initially. All right. So this is how the very first actions that we have done for the home page, right? Now after home page, the next page we're going to look at is uh, search cars page.